this will be the map for the second time in a row. They have gone for Monsoon again, or rather FooKi has. Winz versus FooKi here in the grand final, the second best of three. This is the second map of the best of three, so it might not be the final map of Colvan, but it's going to be pretty hard. If Winz wants to make it another map, he has to win this one, that's for sure. Good luck, says FooKi. Have fun, says Winz. They will get this one underway. We're a few seconds away from the end of warm-up, and here we go. Map 2 on Monsoon. We find Winz. He's spawned right over the red, and so has FooKi as well. FooKi steals away the red armour. Winz, in the meantime, will now try and make his way across towards the Mega. Looks towards the Mega with real joy, and now makes that jump across. Shotgun coming out from down low on the grass from FooKi. Did land a little bit of damage, and Winz, though, got off a great rocket. There's another one as well, right into the face of FooKi as he picks up both the Mega and the yellow as well. Down to 87 health already, though, of that Mega, so he has survived. Great rocket pops up. FooKi in the air, and the second rocket was stunning. Blast FooKi to pieces, and Winz is the first man to draw blood on this second map. Monsoon, and Winz leads in the first 40 seconds by 1-0 with some fabulous rocket work.
And as we've seen, this map is all about taking the early initiative. It's all about running away with it. And well, Winz shows that, you know, as much as we may have loved to bless FooKi with a load of superlatives, he's still in this game. He's still here, and he's not going home empty-handed. He missed his flight. Let's make sure it's not for nothing, as he will dodge his way down. Rockets coming up front, but FooKi comes up with that LG yet again. Poor weapon selection by Winz in that situation. Couldn't switch fast enough, and FooKi will punish him for that mistake. Yeah. And I can tell you that in 30 minutes, Winz's flight will be taking off, and I just do wonder whether it'll be worth it.
Well, yeah, and you're right. He made a really poor weapon switch there, right in the middle of the battle, and then pulled out the rail, and it really wasn't the kind of shot he should have had. There's a couple of fabulous rockets again, though, from Winz, just reminding us that he isn't the poor player, brilliant. And then finishes off with some machine gun. That was wonderful from Winz. He'll use the bounce through the window. Great rail off the spawn, though, from FooKi. Winz already having to collect the Mega Health, and has already lost almost all of it straight away. He's down to 100. Oh, a lovely rail shot on the move, though. He was spinning around on sideways straight, and then another rail back from FooKi. This is classic action from both players right now, and Winz will just not lie down and die. He wants to play a third map in this game, and he leads by 3-1. We've only played 2 minutes to go gone so far, and again another rail strike from Winz, another one from FooKi. Everything they do, they match side by side as FooKi finally goes down under fire from some LG. Winz, though, is determined to take this to 3 maps.
Yes, he is, and you know, it was Too Good that said earlier, you know, once he had control of this map, he never looked back. He knew that he would go on to take it, and he went on to win it by a crazy score against FooKi. And now it's a question of whether Winz will do exactly the same, or whether FooKi has learned from Too Good's control, whether FooKi has learnt that it could be possible to come back from this. We'll see. He's going to have to do something magic. It's going to have to be a FA Cup, Disney, all rolled into one magic moment to whether he can come back into this, because he's 3 frags down, and FooKi does not really have control. He's got 100 armor, make that 150. He's on the prowl for that final play, for that frag, and he's landed 1 rocket, 2 rocket. Just misses the rail, and that could be the pixel that makes a difference, because Winz has hopped through the teleporter and landed himself. FooKi risking his life to go and get that Mega, does so with a rocket jump, and it hasn't paid off as Winz has whipped out the LG. It's that kind of decision that can win or lose your game, and it may just have lost FooKi this one.
Yeah, and what did we say earlier as well? Too Good said, and FooKi said, when we said to them after the game earlier that they had, where Too Good destroyed him on Monsoon, 17-1, he said, I just knew if I got a good start on this map, I could win it. It would be easy. If I got a bad start, I knew I would lose it. And that's exactly how it ended. First time he played Winz on this one, just earlier today in the first best of 3, he had the good start. He was the one with the 5-1 lead. He was the one that capitalised on it. He was the one that didn't have to take any risks, and he was the one that ended up being the winner. This time round, it switched around, and Winz has the 5-1 lead. So we'll see whether FooKi can actually make a comeback, and it would be, actually, the first comeback I remember for the whole week on this particular map. We had another couple of close battles here with the rockets blazing out. Another rocket lands from FooKi, one more back from Winz. Another exchange of rails again. They try and pin each other out with exactly the same choice of weapons, and we saw that earlier as well with Too Good and Winz. And now again they break up the shaft at exactly the same time, and both chasing down the crouches from Winz, and FooKi goes down, and Winz just about survives. He has picked up the 100 armor as well. That red armor is claimed. He has an aim train through the gaps here, trying to find the angles for some more wicked shots with that rail. Without break out the shaft again, the Mega Health is picked up just about, but Winz strips it away, as well as the initial health as well. Stripped away all 200 health there, and now has a 7-1 lead. It's all down to Winz, isn't it?
It is, and you mentioned about the... Oh, brilliant. Winz takes a rocket in the air, but does not flinch and holds that LG firm that downs to FooKi for the 8th time. And, well, Winz is now going to push on forward, and you mentioned that no one, I can't remember anyone coming back, and actually I can. It may only have been by 3 frags, but it was this very Frenchman on this map. When he played Garpy, he went down to an early deficit, and he came back yesterday. He is no slouch on this map. He is the man that has just picked out one of FooKi's eyeballs and now has finished it off with an LG. Winz is not going to be written off. Winz is going to live up to his name, and he's going to win this map, and you know why? It's because he is defiant. He has never shadowed away from a fight. He has never, been afraid of a situation. He has experience up the yin-yang, and he's utilizing it to full effect. And, well, you have to give credit. No matter who wins this, they've given us a match that will never be forgotten.
Absolutely. FooKi, though, coming back with an LG. Maybe he just hasn't decided to give this one up. We did have the GG question mark from Too Good earlier, and it was answered with, yes, all right, GG, fair enough. I am 17-1 down. Yeah, fair enough, you can have that one. We haven't quite had that yet from Winz or from FooKi, and I don't know if we will do on this map. It's a little bit more important than... and the gap is a lot lower as well, so I don't know. I don't think we might get that from FooKi. If he loses another couple of quick frags, we might do. They have another fight battle on the stairway here. Winz with rockets back down the hallway, and he doesn't have to take any risks at all. He can control this perfectly now. And, well, FooKi taking a few more risks of his own. Good LG here. That LG chasing Winz down onto the grass walkway as he makes his way back towards the window and past the shotgun. Slide crouch round the corner from FooKi. Tried to land the rail, didn't do so. Winz did land the rail, though. And now where will he go? Back on the jump pad, picks up the yellow, rocket down the corridor, dodged from Winz. Got out the way sharpish of that one. And now